You already mentioned Leicester earlier in terms of their ongoing case of the Premier League, but they've now posted a £19 million loss for 2023-24. I've seen a few different people talking about this and I'm a bit sceptical about their PSR position, but where do you think they stand with it?
Well, the league have said that nobody failed 23-24. They were a little bit funny about Leicester because we know that they've got this appeal going on for the 22-23 situation. Look, if you take their numbers and stick them into a kind of, a PSR calculator, not, just a spreadsheet, it looks like they failed by quite a long way, 23-24. Certainly on my numbers, they definitely wouldn't have got to an £83 million cap. Now, there's some question, because of the way the rules are drafted, there is some question as to whether their cap was 83 or 105 on the PSR test. Now, I've been told by senior sources that the cap is 83 for a club that's just been promoted. Right now, that seems unlikely to me, to be honest. But the confirmation came from somebody that should know. But it does seem unlikely because if it is 83, I can't see how they passed it. They seem way short, over 100 million of losses, even after allowances, as far as I can tell, on the 3 years. Especially because we know where they were for 22-23, because we got that from the release of the details of the case that they won. So I'm not sure, really. There's nothing in the accounts that suggest that they've kind of, there's something, there's an amount there, like a write-off of something or some other accounting point that got them around the rules. It doesn't look like that at all. So I don't know. I think they were very close to failing or have failed, and maybe something will come out if either way, depending on what happens with this case that they've got ongoing related to 22-23. But certainly, regardless, even if they have got through 23-24, they got a problem for the current season as well, because of course it runs on the 3-year cycle, and we know as well that PSR is sticking around. Although obviously they are going to get relegated, and therefore their issue then potentially falls into the hands of the EFL, and then we're back to whose jurisdiction, who has jurisdiction for this. We will get some clarity on it, but at the moment none of it is clear because we know Leicester are the club who are challenging all of this jurisdiction stuff as to who can govern each season. And then it just so happens that they're the yo-yo club who are just, they're just bouncing between these two regimes and really testing the limits of these regimes. So we'll see.